Yeah, okay. So, let's see. What do we have here? We have a friend in the guard. Aveline may have information about working with the city guard. Talk to her at the barracks in the Viscount's Keep. That's why he came to the market here, because to the Hightown market, because in order to get to the Viscount Keep, Viscount, I need to go through here. Yeah, hold on a second. Viscount, Viscount, okay. Hightown Estates. Okay, so let's just look around here for a second. We've been there. We need to get to... yeah, through here. Just like that.
I need a drink.
Okay. Let's see, what do we have here? I also changed the settings so that we have subtitles all the time, because there were people talking next to us and I couldn't really see what they were saying. Kirkwall Hightown. Let's see what this is all about. At the height of the Tevinter Imperium slave trade, Kirkwall's elite prospered beyond dreams of avarice. Hightown was built for the wealthiest slavers, its glitzy mansions rising atop a great wall of rock that borders on the side the waking sea. Lowtown cowered on its other side until Kirkwall's slaves rose to plunder and destroy Hightown's riches. Today, Hightown's prominent buildings are the keep, home to the ruling Viscount, and the Chantry, home to the Grand Cleric and the city's religious center. Both are converted estates that once housed wealthy magisters, rebuilt and converted after the uprising. Starting earlier so you can go drinking earlier. Something like that, but Stallion. Something like that. Let me see. Hold on a second. I also implemented the chat on screen thingy, just because I think it's good to have. I am not going to say that it's my girlfriend's birthday today, but it's my girlfriend's birthday today, so you know, we might go out. That's the thing. So yeah. Okay, how are you, Bud Stallion? How's it going, man? Yes, I saw my message not going to spam a lot. I don't mind if you spam a lot, man. You can spam all you want. So yeah. Cool. Okay. Let's continue.
Did you want buttons? Shell buttons, was it?
Okay. What's in here? The Chantry. Oh, this is the Chantry courtyard. Hello, Chanter Talitha.
And Andraste did say, those who harm a house of the Maker have done harm unto the Maker himself.
Right. So they added this thing. Ooh, what is this? What is this? This is a very similar... okay. A very similar feature to Mass Effect, right? Where there's like people just randomly talking as you pass by them. I planned a beer or two myself for tonight, so I won't be here much. Well, see? So we both thought alike. We were both thinking alike, right? Because, yeah, like I said, I'm planning on going out later tonight, so that's why I'm streaming earlier during the day here. So this is the...
That can't be true. Meredith wouldn't stand for it. It's pointless talk. Things will never change.
Yes, it is Friday after all. Right, so while I have you here, and also for the folks watching on YouTube, hopefully, you know, I've been talking a little bit about a project that myself and a few other streamers are working on. So that project is basically a Dungeons and Dragons project, a D&D project. It's going to be a collab project where basically we're going to play D&D. It's myself, Captain Delugo, Kinko Clicks, and Pee-wee Potato, and Revan Hart, Lord Revan Hart. I tweeted about this morning. I retweeted a tweet from the captain. So, yeah, looking forward to that. I've only played Dungeons and Dragons 2 times so far, and I have to say, I kind of like it a lot. So looking forward to that. Ooh, we have you leveled up. When did you level up, Mr. Varric? Attributes. IRL D&D. Yes, IRL D&D. Well, it's going to be... We're not going to be meeting face to face, if that's what you mean by IRL D&D, but it will be IRL D&D. Is there any way that you can play virtual D&D? Is there a game called D&D? I don't know. It's kind of IRL D&D. Yeah. Let's go with, what does Cunning do? Cunning increases defense for all classes as well as the amount of damage inflicted by a critical hit. Cunning also determines rogues' aptitude for picking locks and disarming traps with difficulty thresholds. Okay, hold on. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 17 points for Cunning. What should I focus on for a rogue? Should I focus like in Origins, where I focused on a little bit on Cunning and then full on Dexterity? Is that the same thing? Dexterity increases damage and attack values for rogues. For all classes, increases the likelihood of landing a critical hit. I meant face to face, yes. So we're not going to be face to face because we're living in different countries, each of us. But we will be face to face through a virtual. You'll see. The project will start on May 11th. And we're going to say more as we get closer to the date, because we're still working on some of the details. So yeah. So Dexterity and Cunning. Okay, so Dexterity and Cunning in the same like 50-50. Should I go 50-50 Dexterity and Cunning, or should I put like more points in Dexterity and Cunning up to a certain point? I'm thinking maybe 50-50, because in Origins I think I went with Cunning up to like 20 something, and then just full on Dexterity and then a little bit Strength for damage and attack values. Yeah, for warriors. Okay, for all classes increases Fortitude, which means the resistance to effects like being knocked back. Okay, so it's different. Look at that. 50-50, or how much you need for a certain item. Okay, I'm gonna go 50-50 for now. So I'm going to spread them out evenly, Dexterity and Cunning, and see what happens. And then in terms of... Okay. So, hold on a second here. What do I want out of this guy? Precision. While this mode is active, the rogue focuses on accuracy in order to gain bonuses to critical hits and attack. Okay. Speed. Or power. I'm going to go with precision for him. He's going to be using his crossbow. Or, hold on. The rogue distracts all enemies surrounding a single party member. Okay, what is this? Back to back, the rogue stealths and moves to a targeted ally's side, appearing an instant later, ready to render aid. Blindside, the rogue becomes capable of more potent attacks when engaging distracted opponents. Any target not actively engaging the rogue suffers increased damage from any of the rogue's attacks. Man, this one sounds good. It's a passive ability. So, yeah, okay, Blindside. You're saying upgrade Bianca's skills first? Okay. Well, too late for that now. Where's Bianca? Okay. So you think I should have... Okay. Well, we'll work on that then. Okay, I'll work on that starting with next level. On Bianca. I think this one is pretty powerful. Blindside. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue here.
me like that.
The hell?
Bloody peasant.
The guard will throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
Jesus. Okay, what is this here? What the hell? Cancel. What? Gather your... What the hell is this thing? I don't understand. Okay. Hierarchy of the circle. It is no simple matter safeguarding ordinary men from mages and mages from themselves. Each circle tower must have some measure of self-government, for it is ever the Maker's will that men be given the power to take responsibility for our own actions, to sin and fail, as well as to achieve the highest grace and glory on your own strength. You, who will be tasked with the protection of the circle, must be aware of its workings. The first enchanter is the heart of any tower. He will determine the course his circle will take. He will choose which apprentices may be tested and made full mages, and you will work most closely with him. Assisting the first enchanter will be the senior enchanters, a small council of the most trusted and experienced magi in the tower. From this group, the next first enchanter is always chosen. Beneath the council are the enchanters. These are the teachers and mentors of the tower, and you must get to know them in order to keep your finger on the pulse of the circle, for the enchanters will always know what is happening among the children. All those who have passed their harrowing but have not taken apprentices and mages... all those who have passed their harrowing but have not taken apprentices and mages are mages. Jesus Christ. This is where most trouble in the circle lies, in the idleness and inexperience of youth. The untested apprentices are the most numerous denizens of any tower, but they more often pose threats to themselves due to their lack of training than to anyone else. Here you can change the party composition at any time. Okay, that makes sense, but that's a little bit weird though.
How much longer do I have to wait? Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Okay. Right. Anybody else in here? We have a door there. Hold on. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there in a second. Just give me a sec. There's a door, another door there. We're gonna go towards where the quest is in a second. I just wanna inspect a little bit. Nothing. Not a lot of stuff to see. Everybody's complaining that they've been waiting all day to get in. But apart from that, nothing else really.
I can't remember to eat supper today.
Right.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Okay, let's go here. The Kirkwall City Guard. What is this? The Kirkwall City Guard. It is with pride that I, your Viscount, your Viscount, let's go Viscount, I think it's pronounced, grant the authority of law and civil enforcement upon the guardsmen of an independent Kirkwall. No more will we defer to the will of foreign troops to draw holy order into tasks unbefitting their mandate. These proud men and women will be of the people and will enforce the laws we have elected for a civil and ordered society. And should the specter of invasion return, the noble guardsmen will conscript from the population, for who better to amass the people's will than the constables of law charged with its inspection? This is a great day, fair Kirkwall, and I am honored to appoint the first guard captain. Long may he serve the will of a free people. Right, okay. Aveline. Hello, Aveline. Oh, I like her shield, although it ends weird right here, but anyway.
Aveline.
Hello, Hawk.
Uh-oh.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you.
Excuse me?
Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
Were you spying on me again?
No, I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, let's just say I don't want to lose track of you. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
You're not happy as a guard?
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise,
Okay.
I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Okay, let's investigate a little bit here. So she's definitely not happy here. I don't think so. Do you miss Wesley?
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
Would you hear me if I said yes? How close I hold my memories is my own business.
Okay, I didn't want to... Okay, step on your toes like that. Do you miss being a soldier?
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
I love that life, but there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. What about you, Carver? You were there. Do you feel something similar?
No.
All right, then. Bit of a tit, your brother.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna ask the question, are you happy here?
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity. If you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
Okay, what's the job?
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up.
Okay.
Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
Shit, okay.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Do you know who we are up against?
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
Okay, okay. And are you allowed to hire civilians?
I'm no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
I actually do, yeah. Why not tell the other guards, though?
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. I just thought you'd like official sanction to cause trouble for once.
Okay,
Aveline,
I'm down.
you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the guard.
Okay, Aveline. Jesus.
Messiah, please stop kicking the wall.
So now she's with us. Did we read about Aveline? Aveline was born in Orlais, but she never knew her country. Her father, Benoit du Lac, was a chevalier who lost his patron to the game of intrigue. He fled to Ferelden while Aveline was an infant, and though his holdings were meager, he was determined she should have the life he had lost. She would become a knight no matter the cost. He eventually sold everything to sponsor Aveline into King Kalen's service. Knightly skills seemed bred into Aveline's bones, but she had her doubts, starting with her namesake, Sir Aveline. The first female knight of Orlais was orphaned, mocked for her looks, and murdered when she dared stand with men in tournament. Oh yeah, I remember that story. Her glory lies in tragedy, but the living Aveline doesn't revere sacrifice. A principled death is still a death. Her father was proud of her, but she would never be the knight he wished for. Aveline married Wesley Valen while serving in the Ferelden army. They were kindred spirits and determined guardians. His death during the Blight scarred her, not just his loss, but that she failed to protect him. Aveline has healed in the past year, but she has yet to forgive herself. Accordingly, she is fiercely protective of the Hawks and Kayla. Really? They share a bond in loss, a connection she cherishes, but not allowed to be repeated. Will not allow to be repeated. Okay. Let's see her. She is... Okay, so attributes. Right, so strength increases damage and attack values for warriors, and constitution increases maximum health for all classes. So we're gonna go 50-50 on the strength and constitution for now, maybe? Cunning increases defense for all classes as well as the amount of damage inflicted by a critical hit. Cunning also determines rogue's aptitude for picking locks. No. Willpower increases the size of the mana pool. I think we're good on that for now. Seems we're not that... Okay. Dexter. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3. And let's go like that maybe. Or, you know what? Actually, let's go 19 strength and 17 constitution and see how that goes. Confirm. And then weapon and shield, I guess. Shield bash. Yeah, let's go like that. Shield bash. Scatter, assault. Yeah. What does this mean? Requires level 8. Required points required in weapon and shield 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess, right? Let's go with that. Okay, and then if we look at her... Where is it? At her inventory. Let's give her... Yeah, let's give her a weapon here. Why not? And then a belt or health and armor, attack, health regeneration. Yeah, health and armor. A physical damage and damage resistance. Yeah, I think I like that. Like that, and then defense. Okay, I think I like it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's continue. What else do we have here? A study of the Fifth Blight, Volume 1. Okay, let's go through it. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the Fifth Blight was a true blight or merely a large darkspawn resurgence, historians agree that it began in the swamps of the Korcari Wilds on the southeastern border of Ferelden in the year 930 Dragon. King Cailan Theron was swift to respond to the threat, gathering the royal army, every Grey Warden in his country, and sending a call for aid to the Ferelden nobility. The assembled armies laid a trap in the ruins of Ostagar, hoping to crush the force before it reached civilization, but they failed. So this is basically the story of the first Dragon Age. Dragonspawn overrun the defenders of Ostagar and decimated the king and his army. They continued their advance into Ferelden unopposed. Only 2 Grey Wardens managed to escape the slaughter, and somehow they came into possession of ancient treaties which compelled the races of men to join arms against the massing horde. Yep, that's what happened. That's it.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sarah. I don't think I can do that.
Oh, this is locked? Great. Can you unlock it? He can't? What the hell? Okay. Can't even see the door, apparently. What about this one? What's in here?
Mind if I try my hand at that?
Oh, now you're going to try your hand at that, huh? Okay. Varric. Why can't I select him?
Easy as pie.
There we go. Woven bracelet. Is this loot? We got a ring with mana and stamina regeneration and an injury kit. Perfect. There you go. Making yourself useful there. Nothing else by the looks of it. So let's get out of here. And this is... nothing. Just some like barracks and stuff like that. Okay. So, hold on. What was the quest? Companions? Was it? This one. The way it should be. Take Aveline to find the ambush hiding along the paths of Sundermount. The location of the bandits will only be clear if she is present. Right. Okay, gotcha. So then... nothing else around here?
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Right.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Right. What is here? Let's see what's at the end of this thing. Chantry hierarchy.
I had a report come in recently concerning your uncle. He's a colourful chap, to say the least.
Okay. The Divine is the titular head of the Chantry, although since the schism split of the Imperial Chantry into its own factions, there are now, in fact, 2 Divines at any one time. One Divine, informally called the White Divine, is a woman housed in the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. The other, known as the Black Divine, is a man housed in the Argent Spire in Minrathos. Neither divine recognizes the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, a divine is addressed as Most Holy or Your Perfection. I think this is the same description that we had in the first game about the Chantry hierarchy. Beneath the rank of divine is the Grand Cleric. Each Grand Cleric presides over numerous chantries and represents the highest religious authority for their religion. They travel to Val Royeaux when the College of Clerics convenes, but otherwise remain where they are assigned. All Grand Clerics are addressed as Your Grace. Beneath the Grand Cleric is the Mother, or, in the Imperial Chantry, the Father. If a mother is in charge of a particular chantry, revered is appended to her title. These are the priests responsible for administering to the spiritual well-being of their flock. A mother or revered mother is addressed as Your Reverence. Brothers and sisters from the rank and file of the chantry Brothers and sisters form the rank and file of the chantry and consist of 3 main groups: affirmed, initiates, and clerics. Affirmed are the lay brethren of the chantry, those regular folk who have turned to the chantry for succor. Often they are people who have led a difficult or irreligious life and have chosen to go into seclusion, or even orphans and similar unfortunates who were raised into the chantry life. The affirmed take care of the chantry and are in turn afforded a life of quiet contemplation, no questions asked. Only those folk who take vows become initiates. These are men and women in training, whether in academic knowledge or the martial skills of a warrior. All initiates receive an academic education, although only those who seek to become Templars learn how to fight in addition. Clerics are the true academics of the chantry, those men and women who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge. They are often found in chantry archives, sages presiding over libraries and books and arcane knowledge. The most senior of these clerics, placed in charge of such archives, are given the title Elder, although such a rank is still beneath that of Mother. All other brothers and sisters are addressed simply by noting their title before their name, such as Brother Genitivi. Right. Nothing else in here. Okay.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Can I go through one of these doors? Seneschal Bran. Let's look at the Lomerin Accords. 50 years, that's how long it took the Imperium to drive out the Canary occupation. But the rest of northern Thedas was not so lucky. Both divines, white and black, declared exalted marches, and for the only time since the schism of the Chantry, they worked together. A century-long siege resulted, with the giant Canary entrenched in Antiva and Rivain, and all of Thedas throwing armies against them. The war drained the resources of every nation in Thedas, leaving most on the brink of collapse. For the Giants, it did not appear to be the damage to their armada or the loss of their soldiers, but the terrible toll upon the Rivaini population that prompted their retreat. When the third new exalted march had all but massacred the people of Kontar without even chipping the Canary occupying force, the Giants finally withdrew. The treaty that put an official end to the Canary Wars was signed on the politically neutral island of Lomarin, off the southern coast of Ravane. 150 years after their assault on the mainland began, the Canary left our shores. They received the northern archipelago in exchange for cessation of hostilities against all the nations on the accord. Only Tevinter refused to sign, and so the war continues to rage in the Imperium to the present day. It's worth noting, however, that the Kingdom of Ravane immediately violated the treaty. Twice. Once when the humans of northern Ravane, nearly all practitioners of the Kun, and therefore by definition Kunari, refused to leave their homes and go in exile to the islands. And again, when the Ravane Chantry and nationalist forces, unable to convert its people back to the worship of the Maker, tried a purge by the sword, slaughtering countless unarmed people and burying them in mass graves. Jesus. It's a fortunate mystery that the leaders of Kontar did not alert their allies in the northern passage, or we'd still be fighting the giants now. Yowza. Okay, Seneschal Bran.
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public, especially recent arrivals not actually part of the public.
Yeah, whatever. I'm still going in here. What do we have here? Bottled Scar. Quest updated. What? A rare collaboration between human and elven vintners. The result is a taste that has been called appropriately tense, occasionally requested in the Lowtown Bazaar, although elves rarely do so openly. Okay.
Not going to happen.
There we go. Fancy poison ring and a mace. Let's just grab everything. And this is the Enigma of Kirkwall. The Viscount is suspicious, but the bribe was sufficient to gain access to the restricted section of the archives. The money would have been better spent elsewhere, the archives being almost devoid of Imperium-era records. When the slaves revolted, they hunted magisters and burned the city, at least the parts that could be burnt. One account says that the streets were littered with piles of scrolls and books set aflame. Is our quest futile? Did the slaves destroy the answer? As Mafarat's army toppled the Imperium, they sent 3 magisters and their legions here. They never arrived, but why march here of all places? What were they coming here for? Okay. Right. So we go. Let's get out of here. Where are we going now? Let's just have a look here really quickly. Like, dink, like that. Okay, so the Hanged Man, the Docks, Lowtown, the Black Emporium, and I also have these 3 things. The Chantry, Hightown. Let's go to Lowtown, I guess. And then try to go to the Hanged Man. Black Emporium. What is the Black Emporium? Darktown. What is the Black Emporium? The Black Emporium. Let's go here. I don't know what the Black Emporium actually is. Let me just see here. Long way home. Deliver Flemet's amulet to the keeper in the Dalish camp. Oh, we need to do that. Bring the 50 sovereigns. Okay. Talk to Varric in Lowtown's Hanged Man pub. Okay. Whoa.
Customer. Thaddeus, stand straight. Places, everyone. Welcome to the Black Emporium.
Right, you talk weird. Look at that, Emporium Golem.
That Golem's name is Thaddeus Gigantus Crambam III. He's my favorite.
I don't understand what this guy is. He's a statue of sorts? Emporium crafting materials. Okay. The box of screaming. I received the box from a man I met in the Silent Plains. The museum shop DLC. Okay. He spoke little and would not reveal his name. For reasons I shall not detail here, I had been kidnapped and left for dead in that grey, wind-blasted wasteland. After days of walking, I was parched and close to death. I was about to dash my head on a rock to speed my passing when the man arrived. He possessed a water skin containing ample water for a person traveling from our location to the Imperial Highway. From there, he said I could find my way to Solas of Perivantium. He offered to give me the water skin if I agreed to take 3 things from him: a glowing crystalline shard, a bronze sphere, and an iron-bound box with no hinges. I asked the man if he wished to have these items delivered. He said that he merely wanted me to have them. It was an odd request, but I was too weak and too desperate to think much of it. And so I agreed. The man put the items into my leather sack, which he handed to me along with the water. "What about you?" I asked. He said nothing, only pointed in the direction from which I had come. "There is nothing that way," I said. He merely smiled at me. I found the Imperial Highway about a day later, and a caravan driver agreed to take me to Perivantium in exchange for the large glowing shard. In Perivantium, I bartered the bronze sphere for new clothes and room at the inn. That night, I examined the iron-bound box and found no way to open it. I held it to my ear and thought I heard slow, measured breathing coming from within. My mind was afire with curiosity, and I obtained from the innkeeper a large hammer, thinking to smash the thing open. The moment the hammer touched the box, it shrieked. The shrill sound pierced the depths of my soul. I gave the box to the innkeeper in the morning and felt better for having rid myself of it. Jesus. Okay. Discarded weapons and armor. What now? It's a dagger. Who wears daggers? You don't wear daggers? That's weird. Okay. Armor. Oh, this is restricted to me. Damn it. Okay. All of these are restricted to me. Right. That's great. Okay. Andrasted News Repose Invisible. Can stone lie with purpose? Can it beckon with raw feminine command, yet shine with an inspiring virtue? That challenge was posed to sculptor Arwand de Glace, artisan and son of Empress Vougienne of Orlais. It was busy work and rhetoric in a time of excess, but answer he did, with the reserves of a nation and a passion unhealthy. His subject, Our Lady, though not as depicted in traditional statuary. Arwan's mad ambition summoned the form of Andraste uninterrupted by the trappings of war and devoid of the vestments she assumed after death. It was living, commanding, obscene, yet inspired. To gaze upon it was to be enthralled, spiritually and physically. It was the latter that charmed Chantry officials. They blanched at the thought of Our Lady being possessed of such a base appeal, even as they too were drawn. The work would not be destroyed without threatening the balance between empire and hallowed, so a grave censorship was enacted under the guise of honoring. Enchanters were tasked with extending the ethereal that hides the fade, drawing it around the form like a cloak. Our Lady remains in the stone and in this world, but mortal eyes are forever denied her treasure and glory. She is veiled in every sense. As in all things, unintended consequences must vex those people pure intention. Must vex those with pure intentions. Modesty would have been better served by a thickened sheet, drawn back when techniques were to be studied. As it is, the sculptor's skills are accessible only to an exploring touch, defining the shape by intimate caress. All manner of strange congress has stemmed from tempted hands and the innocent wish for clarity. Okay. A vessel of tears. Although this wax-stoppered vessel is clearly labeled tears shed during the burning of Treviso, many questions remain, not to the least of which is which burning of Treviso? When the Cunari conquered it in 635 steel, when it was burned by the liberating armies of the White and Black Divines during the Second Exalted March in 752 Storm, or when it accidentally burned to the ground in 862 Blessed after a dockhand knocked over a lantern in a warehouse full of of lamp oil. Even assuming the correct event could be determined, the question of whose tears have been collected remains. Presumably, not any of the numerous fire victims. Surviving relatives, perhaps? Nobles with summer homes on the Antivan coast? It should be noted that nowhere on the label does it say that these tears were shed in relation to the event, so they could have been the tears of a woman in Montemard, weeping because she was not asked to dance at the last costume ball, unaware that at that very moment one of the greatest port cities of Thedas was aflame. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all of these. What is this guy? He's not talking to me, is he? Okay. So I guess we're gonna get out of here and go to the Hanged Man. Yeah, we need to go to the Hanged Man in Darktown. No, we're not gonna go to Darktown just yet. Let's go here and go to the Hanged Man Inn to talk to Varric, apparently.
A Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
He might be onto something. What is this? Take back our streets, Ferelden refugees, Cunari soldiers. Who next? Tevinter slavers snatching children out of their beds? This ends now. Send a message that Kirkwallers will not accept this. We must band together to drive foreign waste from our doorstep. Reclaim the free marches for the marchers. If you care about our future, join the Friends of Kirkwall. Reclaim our city. Right. Apparel shop. Apparel shop. Fire damage. Okay.
The finest clothing from here to Antiva.
Okay, there's a crate right over here. And this is Liren's Ferelden Imports. Let's get in. Let's see what this is all about.
Everyone, please just step back.
What's going on here?
My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone help her? I'll send word to the Hebrew, but
My son's hurt bad.
This donation box is to aid Ferelden refugees. Donate 5 sovereigns, 1 sovereign, or 50 silvers. I'm gonna be a cheapskate here, and I'm just gonna donate 50 silvers just so that I don't donate. Okay, 50 XP. Okay.
everyone in your turn. I promise we have donations coming in. There will be.
Right. Okay, so she's selling a bunch of stuff here. Headwear. Okay. Okay. Right.
Medicine for all of you.
Nothing else in here. Okay. I wonder if I would have donated more if the XP would have been more. The more you donate, the more XP you get. Trinkets, weaponsmith. Always look for companion armor upgrades in shops. Companion armor upgrades. Okay. Heyo, Captain. Welcome, welcome. Sergeant Melindra. Hello.
Coin those swindlers' nab goes straight to the carter's coffers. They must be stopped.
Excuse me? The Carta? The Carta is in here. The castless dwarves of Orzammar have few prospects, consigned to live in the crumbling ruin on the social and economic fringes of the mighty dwarven capital. Most resort to begging, prostitution, or crime. Just as all rivers eventually join the sea, all castlists who turn to crime eventually become part of the Carta. The hero of Ferelden decimated the ranks of this ancient gang while rallying the dwarves to join in battle against the archdemon Urthramiel. Unable to recover the power they once had in Orzammar, they turned their attention topside, using groups of surface-dwelling dwarves to smuggle weapons, lyrium, surface luxuries, people, and other goods between Orzammar and human lands. Despite the flow of business, its members are still desperate and violent, with no strong leader to rein in their excess. They have little sense of dwarven honor and freely break their word, double-crossing allies and renege on deals. Okay. Right. So, how's it going? It's going good, man. You're streaming early. Yes, Dad Games. I am streaming early because it's my girlfriend's birthday today. So, yeah. Gonna be busy later in the evening. So, yeah. Just wanted to make sure I get some streaming done today. How are you guys doing? Thank you, Captain. I will be sure to pass that on to her. Talk to Varric. Miracle Makers. Eliminate the Carta swindlers operating in Lowtown. Okay. Busy, huh? Busy. Okay, so what do I have here? Armor. No armor, just weapons, right? Yeah, just weapons. Okay. I will... Okay. Where the heck is the thing that I'm looking for? It is... here? Yeah. What? Hello there.
Maceranis. This is a rare gesture.
Quest completed? Quest completed. Which one was the quest? This one? Probably. Okay. And... hold on a second. Busy. Yeah. We'll, well, we should go out or something, so yeah. How are you guys doing today?
So, what do you do, Aveline?
You know I'm a guard. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I hope.
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
Are you not taking her out for dinner or something? Depends on what she wants to do. We talked about it. I don't think she necessarily wants to go to dinner. It's the weather has been extremely good in the past 2 days, and it's still very good. And she's probably thinking to try her best to get off work early so we can go somewhere, because, yeah, it's going to be pretty hot out there until later today, later this evening actually. So if she can get away from work at about 5 p.m., then we can actually go somewhere. And yeah, if she wants to go to dinner afterwards, we can go to dinner. I don't have a, you know, I've bought a cake for her. I bought the presents are all done. So everything is set up at home from that perspective. But if she wants to go and have dinner, we'll go and have dinner. Ooh, that game says just got off work myself. Congrats, man. Very good. That sounds very good, man. While I have you here, Dad Games and Captain, because but Captain already knows it. So the Captain, myself, and 3 other streamers have been working on a project. And we are going to tell you more about that project right now. In that, we are going to we're going to do a collab. We're working on a collab project to play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We're gonna have a collab D&D campaign. We're going to start the project sometimes in May. I mean, not sometimes on the 11th of May, and we're super excited about it because we've been working pretty hard on it. So yeah. But we're going to say more as the time continues. We're just starting to tell people about it now, and as time passes, we'll have more information because we have some surprises there. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. I've actually only played the D&D twice so far, and I'm super excited about this particular project. What is this? Ravane. Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium nor the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much an outsider as in Ravane. The chant of light never truly reached the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Kunari left most of the country zealous followers of the Kun. But resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Kunari War. The Ravani refuse to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages, communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The chantry prohibition against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. Okay. Okay, but Stallion, Captain, thanks for dropping by, guys. Enjoy your day. Okay, Varric, what's up?
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Do we have a bad entrance? How do we do that?
I fought Darkspawn, but I've never been to the deep roads.
Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Really? How can you be so sure?
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight Darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
And if he knows nothing?
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Okay, I'll probably get him to talk.
We may need to wring it out of him. Wardens can be secretive.
Let's look at our options first. I'd rather not fight a warden unless we have to.
Okay.
Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Okay. Jesus, very rivalry wow, none of these guys are gonna like me, apparently. Okay, so according to Varric, the expedition needs a way into the deep roads before it can go anywhere. Bring 50 sovereigns to Bartrand. Okay, Tranquility. Seek out the Grey Warden for help in the deep roads expedition. Varric heard that one is working as a healer somewhere. A shopkeep named Liren in Lowtown may have more information. Okay. Guys, hold on a second. Where am I now?
Do you ever feel like the world? Did you approve my application?
I can't make you a guard carver.
We were both soldiers. Why won't they take me?
I was an officer, and I follow orders.
No, you don't.
I also think of others before myself. You seem tired of that, and that's dangerous.
Just when it's not my choice. You told them not to take me, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. It's weird. Ooh, Maleficarum. It has been asked, what are Maleficarum? How shall we know them? I have been as troubled by this question as you. You have come to me for the wisdom of the Maker, but none have seen the Maker's heart save beloved Andraste. And so I have done as all mortals must, and looked to the words of his prophet for answers. And there I found respite from a troubled mind. For she has said to us, magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Therefore, I say to you, they who work magic, which dominates the mind and hearts of others, they have transgressed the Maker's law. Also, our Lady said to us, those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker. And so it is made clear to me, as it should be to us all, that magic which fuels itself by harming others, by the letting of blood, is hated by the Maker. Those mages who honor the Maker and keep his laws we welcome as our brothers and sisters. Those who reject the laws of the Maker and the words of his prophet are apostate. They shall be cast out and given no place among us. Right, okay. Nothing else in here. Okay, this guy's a little bit crazy. Okay. I think I kind of explored everything around here. Gather your party, leave the area, order a drink.
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
Any news?
What's the word on the street?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to Parvolan. Hope it comes soon.
Anything else?
Any other news?
You hear about the Isle of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could unite the land.
Mm-hmm.
Any other news?
I hear rumors of a healer in Darktown who's looking after the sick. For free. Imagine that.
Really? In Darktown?
Any other news?
You saw the shipwrecked Kunari. There was a man in here who swears he saw the whole thing happen.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the Dreadnought was fighting another ship before they both crashed on the reef.
Okay.
Thanks. I should go.
Anytime.
I think we need to go to Darktown anyway. Okay. Leave area. Let's go to Darktown. Why not? Let's do that.